So there's forever chemicals, right? PFAS, and people are concerned about how we're going to get them out of our environment and out of our bodies. And they have been called forever chemicals. But we know that in a nuclear waste spill, in an oil spill, there are bacteria and fungi that go in and clean that up for us. So let's talk about this study that was released on July 1st of 2025. Here it is. If you need to rewind to take a picture of that. Basically, this is another instance of the balance in your gut bacteria making a huge difference in your overall health and how your body chooses to deal with different environmental toxins and the different clearance pathways. You've heard me talk before about probiotics and how I rotate my probiotics like every 90 days minimum, but sometimes every 30 days. Especially if there's been any illness in the house, we rotate them sooner. I did some blood work this past month that tests for PFAS in your body. It tests for other chemicals too, and one of the concerning ones for me, which I thought was going to be a concern, especially because of what pathway is used to detox it, was glyphosate. But one of the ones that was lower than the epidemiologist had ever seen it was my PFAS. In fact, my PFAS score was better than 90% of the population. The population database they're comparing it to is about 500,000 people. While glyphosate is cleared exclusively by liver detox pathways, which I know I have a deficit in because of my genetic testing, PFAS are cleared by good gut bacteria. There's some evidence to suggest that E. coli is one of the bacteria that can help in breaking down the byproduct from the bacteria that is called Bacteroides Uniformis. Sorry, there was a phone call coming through. So if you have PFAS in your system and you have these good gut bacteria hanging out in your gut, they go in and they gobble up and feed off of these PFAS. And that creates another byproduct that we're hoping you excrete in your at least daily bowel movement. And the E. coli go in and take what's left of that byproduct and continue to help it break down. So the way that they did this study was they took human gut microbiota, probably through fecal transplant, put it in mice, and then they tried to look at what bacteria were basically capturing the PFAS, what bacteria were then breaking them down, and what bacteria were taking care of byproducts. And E. coli also played a role in capture of the PFAS so that the Bacteroides Uniformis could then break it down. But again, if you're not someone who has normal bowel movements, your gut bacteria is probably out of balance, or you have a vagus nerve issue, or you're taking a medication that slows gut motility. All of that means that you need to work on healthy gut bacteria. You need to probably take a digestive enzyme with each meal so that it's easier for your body to break down that food and gets a little assistance and helps it pass through the tract easier. And you need to focus on things that could help you have a bowel movement daily naturally. I start almost everyone with vagus nerve work because the vagus nerve controls how fast the gut moves. But funnily enough, I also talk to people about the first time they had an experience that they can remember where someone made it seem like having a normal bowel movement or taking the time to have a bowel movement was inappropriate. And the craziest thing is, when I bring this up to people, almost all of them that have severe constipation have suffered with constipation since as long as they can remember, like into their early teens years. All of them specifically talk about feeling like if they went to the bathroom at school or they lived in a home where there was only one bathroom and they had lots of siblings, and they were always rushed in their bathroom habits, all of them. And I find it fascinating. If you want a way to clear PFAS, you are looking for a probiotic that has this Bacteroides Uniformis in it. Specific ones on the market, there's one from a company from Systemic Formulas. There's one, drawing a blank on the name of it. Sorry. It'll come to me though, and I'll let you know. But the Systemic Formulas one, the reason I know that one exists is because the Bacteroides Uniformis also helps with balancing female hormones during perimenopause. But if you ever needed a reason for your gut health to be ideal, getting rid of forever chemicals would be the one, wouldn't it?